Despite extensive searches by land and sea, no trace of Amelia Earhart, her navigator Fred Noonan, or their aircraft, the Electra, has ever been found. This mystery has puzzled and fascinated historians, pilots, and the public for nearly 90 years.
Amelia, thank you for taking this time with us today. Your story has captivated generations, and today we have the rare privilege to hear it in your own voice.
It's a pleasure to be here, Rachel. If my experiences can still inspire curiosity and courage, then I'm happy to share them.
Let's start at the beginning. What was it about aviation that drew you in?
It was freedom, plain and simple. The first time I saw an airplane up close, I felt a pull, like the sky had just called my name. Flying was more than a skill, it was liberation from the ordinary.
Your solo flight across the Atlantic in 1932 made history. What stands out most from that experience?
The solitude. Hours alone over an endless ocean makes you confront yourself. The Atlantic is not forgiving, but it is honest. Every sound, every shift of the wind matters.
In 1937, you began your round-the-world flight. What motivated such an ambitious journey?
The challenge. Records are just numbers unless they push the boundaries of what we think is possible. For me, the world flight was a way to prove, to myself and to others, that determination has no horizon.
As you neared the final leg of your flight, what was your mindset?
Tired but hopeful. We've made it so far, through weather, mechanical troubles, and fatigue. I was thinking more about the little things, seeing familiar faces again, having a proper cup of coffee, more than I was about danger.
Let's walk through those final hours. Can you describe them from your perspective?
Radio trouble had been plaguing us for some time. Our position reports weren't always reaching the Itasca, and their transmissions were faint. We were navigating largely by dead reckoning. Clouds obscured the sun, which complicated celestial fixes. When it became clear we weren't sighting Howland Island, I considered a course correction toward the Gilbert Islands, but fuel was running too low to guarantee we'd make it. We banked, scanning the ocean, hoping for a break in the haze. The ocean is vast, Rachel. And when you're down to your final gallons, every decision feels heavier than the aircraft itself.
During one of your last transmissions, you gave the line 157-337. What was happening in that moment?
That was desperation mixed with precision. 157 to 337 wasn't just numbers. It was the best navigational fix I had left. We were low on fuel, visibility was poor, and Howland remained invisible. I wanted the Itasca to know exactly where we were searching, so they could imagine our search pattern and maybe spot us. We were running north and south along that line. It was our lifeline.
Some theories say you and Fred may have landed on a remote atoll and survived for a time. What do you think?
It's possible we came down on land, though the odds were against it. If we had managed to beach the Electra somewhere like Nicomaroro, we would have been in rough shape. Fred was injured before we even reached the area where Howland should have been, and I don't think he would have survived long after landing. If I lived for a while as a castaway, I did so alone. The sea or the island. Either way, survival would have been measured in days or weeks, not months. If anything of us remained, time and the elements erased it.
Your disappearance has been one of the most enduring mysteries in history. How do you feel about all the speculation, from capture to castaway to other theories?
It's not impossible, but it's unlikely. Capture makes for a dramatic tale, but there's no proof I was taken prisoner. I understand why people want resolution, but the simplest explanation is often the truest. Most likely, we ran out of fuel searching along 157 to 337, and I had to make a forced landing at sea. Wreckage can vanish quickly under the Pacific. It's a graveyard that swallows evidence whole. As for ideas like the Bermuda Triangle, we weren't even near it. That's a mystery for someone else's story.
You were one of the first aviation pilots in a field dominated by men. How did that feel?
It was challenging, but invigorating. I faced skepticism, doubt, and sometimes outright dismissal. But I also found allies, men and women, who believed in skill over gender. Every flight I took was a statement. I belong here, and I wanted other women to know they could too.
What do you want people, especially young girls, to take from your story?
That adventure is worth the risk. I want girls to know they belong in the cockpit, the boardroom, the laboratory, anywhere they choose to be. You don't need permission to dream, and you certainly don't need anyone's approval to chase that dream. If my life shows anything, it's that courage and curiosity are not limited by gender.
Captain Earhart, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you, Rachel. And to the young dreamers listening, I'll see you in the skies.
I had ice conditions and general storm. On this flight, really no bad weather at all except a few little rain squalls. I saw the moon and stars most of the night.